soon?
Yes.
Oh, I was looking at the screen. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Tuesdays with Tiffany. I'm Tiffany here at Gloria Horn Sewing Studio. Thank you for joining us. PJ is here with me, and then we have Gloria is going to bring us a sample of her Kelly bag, which is one of the Sally Tomato beginner-friendly bags. She's been working on that for the last probably week and a half or so, so you may have seen some of her shows on that. And Joni may pop in as well because she hasn't seen the Sally Tomato trunk show yet, and I had mentioned to her that I was going to show you that because we're going to work on one of those bags. We started with a very beginner-friendly one last week. We made, let me grab it, it is the this little bag. I can't remember what it's called. My mind is a little off. I've been baking way too many cookies. I am on a sugar high like you couldn't believe. So it is called Sophie. Thank you. PJ was trying to tell me too. I was like, I got the tags here so I can cheat. But these are the two that we have. We made this one last week. Such a beautiful, fun crocodile fabric. I forgot to ask PJ to put it on our list of product for today, but I'm saying it really loudly right now so that he'll know to put that in case any of you missed it last week. It just turned out really great. And I'll show you samples of the other as well. We have the big Brooklyn bag. I'm babbling and I need to stop for a second and give you all the deets of how you sign up. So you can watch our shows on the Gloria Horn Sewing Studio app. You just download the app and sign up, and you'll get notification whenever we have a show that starts. We'll also, you can purchase through there. It's a little quicker than Facebook. We are on Facebook, so if you go on there and you want to be able to watch the shows and have it notify you and be able to purchase items as we go, then you just need to type in register is my understanding, and then pop-ups will come up and guide you through putting in like your name and contact information so that you'll be able to do that. Sorry, I saw a picture pop up on the screen next to me, and it's it looks like maybe gray.
It is gray. It's going to adjust while you're getting started.
All right, so then I think that's kind of it. You can also watch on YouTube. So and all of our videos, they are recorded. So if you miss us live, it's not a big deal. You can watch us later. And so I think I've covered all the business side of it. As far as percent back, I think we're still doing the 2%, but I can't promise you anything. If we see Steve walking by, I'll ask him. So the 2% goes back into your account. So, and like I said, I think that's still going on. So I want to clear up another little piece of business on something that we worked on before, and that was the Brooklyn bag. So it's a pattern by Swoon. And there's two bag sizes that were in the pattern. So there was the small bag, which is what we made, just a gorgeous little bag. And we all really, really like that fun fabric we used. And then this is the large one, so more of a traveler tote. It goes down, and I made that out of that crocodile, and that's why I wanted to kind of pull that out when I was looking at the other. It reminded me. I do want to let you know we have exhausted Swoon's supply of paper patterns. And our distributor as well. And so if you ordered the pattern, we are not going to be able to fill that order. And so we'll be letting you know if you haven't already gotten an email, we'll be letting you know and giving you a refund for that. You can download the PDF. So you can go to their website and you can download that if it's a problem for you. If you're like, look, I can't print or I just am not tech savvy, please let me know. If you leave a message, or if I'm here, I'm usually here Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays. I'm going to try and take an extra day or two off here and there because of the holidays. But if you talk to me, I can get those. I can get that taken care of with you so that that you're covered. Because I know we did all the classes. A lot of you ordered fabric and patterns and kits and things, and I don't want you missing out. And I apologize it's taken us this long. We tried very hard to work with the manufacturer to see if we could get more of those paper patterns for you, and it's not going to work. So. Anyway, I hate having to make a little announcement like that. We try our best to give you everything we promise, and that one just didn't work out. But on to what we're here for today, and that's the Sally Tomato. That's for kind of the whole month. They're the beginner beginner-friendly patterns. So again, we did the Sophie already, and I'm gonna really step us up a bit. A number of you asked for bags with zippers in them, so be careful what you ask for, because that's what we're gonna give you now. So I'm gonna show you really quick the patterns that Sally Tomato sent to us, so that you know the options. And then later we'll actually have those patterns for sale, unless PJ wants to try and zip through them, but I was just going to show you quickly. So this is the Lucky Penny wallet. Very simple. It's raw edges, and so it has all these wonderful little card holders. It's open there. It's unlined. I did line mine. They gave 3 options for closures. So one is this little snap clasp closure, which is really nice. One is the clasp, 2 is using a snap closure, and then number 3, I'm reaching back for my sample, was just to sew a strap on there, and you can just close it like that. And so very simple, quick project. So if you're still looking for Christmas gifts, that's a really good, quick one. And so I want to make sure I keep all of our trunk show in one place. I'm going to set them right over here, I think. This little zipper pouch, a nice simple pouch, is called Dorothy. So just a nice easy pouch. It's lined, feels like they use some fusible fleece in there. No pocket, just like I said, very, very simple, but using the zipper, and then it has like a little keychain, fob, and tassel on it. So that one again is called Dorothy. So a nice simple little pouch. I'm trying to kind of go in order of difficulty, just to kind of, at least my opinion of difficulty. So I think probably Kelly bag is the next simplest. In fact, it might have been simpler even than the Dorothy. So this is really sweet. It's just a little cinch sack. It does have a lining, so it cinches. And then the other thing that it has is in here you add little tabs with the D-rings, and you can add a little strap. So it's just this really pretty little bag. This is the one that Gloria made. She used IQ Designer to quilt the fabric, so you can see just how pretty that is. She put some little, it looks like snowflakes on there. And there's another beautiful one she's making because she's going to a wedding, and it's bridal satin. So she said she's going to bring it up. She had to switch out the drawstring on it, the ribbon. So we'll see. Maybe we'll get to see that a little later. So again, that one is called the Kelly. And a nice simple bag. We have the hardware available as well. So if that's something you want to make, we have the hardware in stock. So as far as next one, let's see. I guess I'm leaning towards this, but only because it doesn't have a zipper. And so this one, I really like this one. It's called the Scarlet. And so it uses these little O-rings on the sides. Are really kind of fun. And then of course it has the tassel attached to an O-ring. And it has the magnetic snap closure. And then inside is fully lined with just a little welt pocket in there. Oh, actually it's not a welt. They just stitched it right on there. So just a really cute bag. I just really like the shape of this one, little shoulder bag. So I kind of like it with my outfit today too. So I may have to take this one home. So, all right. So again, that one is called the Scarlet. And then, all right. So here's another drawstring bag, but they sort of added a little layer to it. So they did a cork on the bottom with a zipper. So there's a little zipper pocket down here. So you can see a nice little pocket. So for quick, easy access, just drawstring like that, and then it's like the little backpack. So I think when I showed you before, it was kind of like the going to the beach or to the pool bag. And so again, these are all beginner friendly, so nice, easy bags. And the instructions from Sally Tomato, her patterns are fantastically written. So they're written as if you've never made a bag before, and so every little detail that you can think of is kind of put in there. So. And then just 2 more. So I know we've done this before, so I'm trying not to spend too much time on it, but I did, in case anyone missed it, want to go over it since this is kind of our month of Sally Tomato. So this one is called the Ginger. So what's nice is there's a little, thinking of a couple things that are nice that I like about it. So she used these little darts in the bottom, both on the front and the back, to give it a little depth instead of boxing the corners. So it gives it a little bit softer look than when it's boxed. There's also a zipper in the front, a nice little zipper pocket, nice size for a phone. And then she used the magnetic snap and the flap for closing. And then inside again is a little pocket. So that one again is called the Ginger. And then it has this long strap. So it's basically a crossbody style. I feel like everything's going with my purpley shirt today. So, all right. And then last but not least, and the reason I saved this for last is this is what we're going to work on. So this one is, I will say, probably the most challenging of her projects that she sent us for the beginner friendly. So it's a tote bag with the leather straps and then a long strap as well. So you can carry it this way. And then the other thing is it has a zipper. So the top is zipped on this as opposed to a lot of the open ones we've done before. And so it does look like the stuffing that she put in it kind of left behind some little fuzzies. So we have a fuzzy interior on this, but it has a nice big, the whole side is basically a pocket. And so nice big pockets in there. She used a heavyweight fusible fleece for lining it. If you wanted something thicker, if you wanted it to be able to stand up on its own, you could certainly use a Bosal type product, and that would work really well. We're going to go ahead when we're showing you products. We have a couple of kits for this project, and then we'll give you the options as far as what you want to put inside of it. So you can purchase that separately, or you may already have it in your bag making supplies. So we'll do a Bosal and we'll do the heavyweight fusible fleece for you. So, all right. So this one is called the Aurora, and that is, hopefully you guys are happy with our pick for our next one. This will probably take us a couple weeks. Figure we're getting into Christmas. We don't want to rush any projects and things like that. And so, all right. I feel like I need to take a breath. We're going to go ahead and get started. PJ, were there any comments or anything that we should know about?
Karen says you wore the right color today.
I did, didn't I?
I agree. Carol's finding it easy to download the patterns.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you for letting me know that, because I felt horrible when we found out we couldn't fulfill all those orders. And so that's good. And
then Jacqueline would love if you went over the crossbody bag again. She's in the middle of it, I think.
Oh, no. I think you're going to have to watch last week.
Yeah.
If you have specific questions, feel free to give me a call this afternoon. I'll be here in the shop. But there's also the Sally Tomato videos. So I haven't looked at her video of that one, but there's probably a video of that bag. So that might help too, seeing another person's perspective on how to make it. So.
And one more, Carol
says
I love
this. Thank you, guys.
The Accomplish seems like it would be a great machine for bag making.
Yes. So I have not tried the new one yet. So Steve had kind of mentioned to me before it came in, he wanted me to try it out, and I have not had that opportunity yet. So maybe I will. If someone else is out there that has already gotten it, but we do have it now, which is really nice. I thought it was behind me, but it was the Altair 2 that was behind me. I knew there was a 2.
Call and
yes, and Steve can tell you all kinds of details about it as well. He has special pricing and programs that are going on. So, all right, I'm going to grab a cough drop because I can tell already that I'm so sorry. I should move this. I'm going to cough.
Get it out. Do you need water? You have one. Okay.
Sorry. I'll put that back on. I don't want to cough in anybody's. All right, guys. I see no cough drops. If you will grab me a mint from Steve or Deb.
I can do that.
All right. So PJ's going to save me and grab me a mint from the other room. I usually have them, and I forgot them today. So wait until you see the fabrics I picked for these kits. They are gorgeous. So the first kit for it, and PJ will be able to put it up in the window when he comes back, but this is the one I thought was most similar to it, although now that I see it, it's definitely more purple. But I love this. So I got the navy faux leather, so it's the Legacy.
I'm working on it.
Okay, no mints just sitting around. No. I think everybody's used them up recently. But look at this fabric, guys. Isn't this gorgeous? So we've got the leather with it. I'm going to move my tea out of the way so it's not an eyesore. All right, so we have that. And then I picked this really pretty, because you know me, I like a little shine in my bags, even if it's just the lining. So that's our lining. It's this really pretty blue. And then we have these zippers. I'm going to open it up so that you can really see this color. It's like a deep purple. But look how gorgeous that is. I am loving this one. And then we have the hardware with it as well. So the only thing not in here are the bag feet, and part of why I did, oh, thank you. Sorry, I'm going off camera.
You don't know what they are?
Golden Girls mints.
Oh, how cute. Thank you very much. May I take a couple?
Yes, please. Take as many as you want.
I'm taking 3. So we've got Golden Girl mints here. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right, I'm going to set this there. Thanks for your patience, guys, as I work through that. But anyway, I hope you like this kit. I think it's beautiful. I didn't do the bag feet with it because I wasn't, we don't have enough supply to send those out to you quickly, and I didn't want to hold it up. So, and they're optional. So, but again, it has all the other hardware that you'll need for making the bag. So that is that one. And then the bag or the kit, excuse me, that we're going to make is this beautiful floral. Make sure I get everything. So it's this one. And look how pretty this is. Can you tell I'm feeling spring? It's ridiculously cold here, and yet here I am picking these gorgeous big flowers. And I've got this zipper that's kind of in the pinks. And I'm not normally a pink girl, but maybe because I'm wearing kind of a maroon color, I was into the pinks today. So there's this really pretty, the pearlescent wave. And then to kind of tone it all down, maybe, I went with the gray faux leather. And so again, the kits will come with everything in them that you need. I'm going to make, this is the one I'm going to make, although I'm eyeing the purple and loving it. I'm like, oh, do I flip and do that one instead? What do you think? I'll let you guys vote. If you guys feel like it, which one should I make? The pink or the purple? So, I don't know.
They can't decide.
They can't decide. Well, I'm right there with you. All right. Well, I started saying I was going to do this one. We'll go with this one. Excuse me. All right.
Pink, purple.
Oh.
Pink.
Oh, we're getting some responses
Purple.
now. Oh, purple,
Pink.
purple, purple, pink.
It's split.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
It is pretty split. I feel like there might be a couple more purples. Keep it up, guys. Oh, it's like I feel like it's like a competition. Oh, the purple hearts. That was cute. I like that response.
Yeah, I think you've got more purple.
Okay, we're going purple. All right, they're both beautiful. So I'll move that aside, and we're going to go with the purple. All righty. Thank you for voting. I appreciate it. Sometimes I'm just a little indecisive, so it's good to have backup. Okay, so I'm going to move our Sally tomato bag out of the way so we're... All right. So what's really nice, I'm going to tell you a little detail about this bag. So again, it's called the Aurora. I'm so sorry. I know that goes right into the microphone, although I realized it after I did it. And so it's 15 1/4 inches wide, 15 high, and 5 deep. As far as materials, you need a 1/2 yard of your exterior fabric. So that's what we have here is our exterior. And then lining fabric, you need 3/4 of a yard, and that includes the pocket inside. And it is, there's 2 very large pockets across the one side. Contrast is for the base of the bag. So let me show you. The base of this is like that. So we've got the base, and for the handles, let's see. So it says for the shoulder straps and the optional tassel. So if you want to make a tassel, there's enough of the faux leather to do that as well. And then it needs 2/3 of a yard of, it calls for fleece batting. So whatever, batting you want to use? Oh my goodness.
I'll just mute you if I think you're gonna cough.
Thank you. Poor PJ, he's gonna have to watch out for me coughing. All right, I'm so sorry. All right, and then heavy stabilizer for the bottom of the bag. I'll get to sewing soon and cutting, and then I'll maybe not talk quite so much. All right, so we are gonna start off by cutting our pieces. It's pretty simple. Move this over here. And so for our main fabric, we need 21 by, poor PT, he's over there trying to push the button. He's ready to mute me. All right, so I need a rotary cutter, and let's see, and our, here we go. All right, so for the main piece, we need 21 by 15 3/4. We need 2 of those. So we'll get those cut. Of course, I grabbed a brand new ruler. Let's see. Oh my goodness.
I think you can open it.
Okay.
They needed.
Oh, you know what? I found one.
That's a half
I'm
inch.
sorry, guys. That's the 1/2 inch one that gives me trouble all the time, but that's okay. All right. So this pretty fabric. So I was gonna say this weekend was a little crazy. I finished the bags, all those tote bags I'd shown you samples of.
I missed it.
Look what I did though, I moved it out of the way. Hopefully that helped.
Yeah.
So I finished 51 of those tote bags, the ones with the Japanese accent. And then I was trying to figure it out. I'm going to need PJ to work the numbers for me. I did 4 different kinds of cookies, and I did, I think I probably averaged 11 dozen in each one. So how many cookies is that?
44.
No, 11 dozen.
11 dozen.
Yeah.
Okay, so
11 times 12 times 4.
yeah,
So I made a lot of cookies.
528.
528 cookies.
That's a lot of cookies.
Thank you, Jean. I see.
You go, girl. Jean says.
And then I also made scones, but I only made like 50 of those, so not a big deal. So I don't know what you guys are up to as far as if you're starting to do your holiday baking yet, or if you're, if you're doing a lot of sewing. But I'd love to hear what you're up to. So, all right. So I'm going to start off this one. I'm going to cut 15 3/4. Because we need 2 of them at 15 3/4 by, what did I say, 21. All right, so we got a little scrap here. Even that's pretty. Ugh, love this fabric. All right. Go. Move this up just a smidgen. Just cutting off the selvage. So we've got a clean. So we have a clean, oops. Oh, this ruler is sliding on me.
You should get the good one out.
I know I should. Here we go. All right, by 21. So here we go. So it uses most of the fabric. There's just a smidgen left over here. There we go. I got called an Energizer Bunny. I love it. Thanks, Charlene. Okay, so we've got that cut, and then contrast is going to be our faux leather. So we're using a navy for that. So we have these cut. Oh, here it comes again. Sorry about that. Okay, so on this we're going to need 2 2 2-inch by 25 for the shoulder straps. one 16 by 5 3/4. Although I'm not sure if I'm actually supposed to give you measurements. I may get in trouble with Sally herself. Well, I guess it's Jess, but all right. So we're gonna cut. I'm gonna have to. I'll say it anyway. I can't help myself. But all right. So we're gonna do 4 inches. There we go. Oh, wait a minute. 2 inches, silly me. So we're gonna go 2 inches 2 times. So. I'm not gonna lie, these mints that Steve had are probably the worst mints ever. They have like a tiny bit of fruit flavoring to them, but they do absolutely nothing for cough. So I'm gonna have to invest in some new cough drops for up here, I think. It's kind of my fault. I usually have some in my bag. Poor PJ, he's on a hunt now, trying to get me to quit coughing. So, all right. Oh, I see someone doing math. 528. All right. So those are going to be our straps. So I'm not going to trim off the edges yet, because when she did her bag, it looks like she trimmed them. She put a little design on there, and I'm thinking if we wait until we get to that point, that gives us as much fabric as possible. Plus it allows you, like if you like yours a little longer or a little shorter, you can adjust that once you get to that point. So we've got that cut, so that's those handles. And then,
Tony's got these lozenges.
oh, that is perfect. He found some cough lozenges. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Natalia.
Oh, my goodness. All right. Oh, this feels like a good one. So I think we're in good shape now. We'll let that do its magic. All right. All right, and then we need one 16 by 5 3/4. Okay. Let's see. There's a lot of little pieces on here. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cheat a little bit because I don't think there's a lot extra. So I'm going to mark on the back what we need cut so that way we don't have to worry about miscutting. All right, I'm going to look for a heat erase pen if we have one. If not, we'll go with a normal one. Let's see. I just have a normal one. It's just on the back, so it shouldn't be a problem. So I'm going to start with the biggest piece. That's how I usually like to mark when I'm cutting something that I know I need extra of, so that I've got as much left over as possible. So our biggest piece on the contrast that we still need is 16 inches by 5 3/4. So I'm going to go 5 3/4 over here. Oh, you know what? I'm not lined up on the edge.
Okay, so this is, here, I brought you some.
Oh, thank you.
Drops.
Now the whole shop is bringing me cough drops. I
Yeah,
love it. Thank you.
You need water, probably.
I have a tea here.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know what happened. Just a little.
Yeah, I know how it is, yeah.
Sometimes it just hits us. So,
Yeah, I
All
will
right.
grab my water back here.
okay.
Yeah. Oh,
So
and
Joni's here. Do you want to say hi
yeah,
while
hi,
you're here?
everybody.
So,
We're busy. Been getting those boxes together.
more advent calendars. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. Who knew they would be so popular? That's wonderful.
Okay.
All right.
There we go. All right.
All right. Thanks, Joni. So we're gonna come down here. Sorry, I got distracted with Joni here. I kind of forgot I was supposed to be, measuring. I was playing with it, but not doing it. All right. So we've got this is 16 and 5 3/4 over here. I'm going to mark over here because it's just, this ruler isn't my favorite. So we're going to go 5 3/4 right here. And, oh, I went way too high. So 5 3/4 and 16. Oh,
Sneaking in.
Gloria's in here.
Yes.
You can't
Getting my
hear her, but
Kelly
she's here.
bag stuff. There. Okay.
All right.
Did you wanna
So
grab-
this
Oh,
is,
you guys gonna show this today?
I was going to, or with,
Okay. The shippers.
so Gloria is asking if we're showing you
The Kelly bag.
the
from
Kelly bag
yesterday.
stuff. And so,
Okay, so.
oh my goodness. Something has gotten to me today. I'm sorry, everyone. All right, so that's our 16 by 5 3/4. We need a 1/4 inch by 12 inch for zipper pull. So I think we'll just pull that out from right over here. I'm gonna go down to the 12 inch. We got that 1/4 inch. Okay. There we go. And then a 3 inch by 6 inch. So I'm going to just, oh, that's if we're doing the tassel. And so I think for now we're going to ignore the optional items and just work on the main ones. And so I think that's all we need to do. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to just cut across here at the 16. Here we go. All right, and we're going to save that extra because we may decide we want to make a tassel later. And so, and cut on the 16, 5 3/4. There we go. And so this is going to be the base of the bag, is that one. And then we'll get this 1/4 inch cut for our zipper pulls. I just suggest cutting nice and slow so that things don't move around, especially when you're doing something really small like a 1/4 inch. All right, because it's just really tiny. There we go though. So we've got those pieces cut, put that over with our scrap. Now we're going to do our lining. So we're getting most of that done. All right, so our lining is this beautiful shimmery blue color. Isn't that pretty? I just love that. Get a nice shine to it. All right, and so on our lining, we need two 21 inch by 15. So we're going to turn the, oh no, we'll leave it this way. So we'll go to 15 inches. All right.
Could you make tassels out of that leather?
Yes, in fact, that's one of the things the pattern called for. It was one of the optional things. So if you guys want, we can definitely do the tassels. So just, oh, I see a yes, let's make it. And so, oh, here we go. Someone's thinking it's pretty. It is pretty. I agree with you. All right. So turn that one. So again, we need this to be, for the lining, 21 by 15. So we did the 15. We'll cut off the selvages. And then we'll get ourselves to 21. Move it up. There we go. I feel like I'm talking a lot less than normal. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm not as entertaining. Oh, we've got lots of tassels, so that's
yes,
good.
tassels.
All right. So we'll definitely do that. In fact, I will cut that when we finish the lining stuff so that I don't forget, because sometimes I forget when I get to a different step. All right, and we said 21. All right. So there's our main lining pieces. And then We need a piece for the base, so that's at 16 by 5 3/4. So open this. Oh, I still have the selvage down here, so I'm going to cut that off real quick. Go. All right. And I'm going to just do 16 by the width of this first, and then I'll measure over from the other side. Okay. So 16 by 5 3/4, just like we did for the faux leather for the base.
Did it work?
Oh, I missed my corner a little bit. Okay, so there's our base. And then we need two 13 by 10 for the pocket. So let's see, what have we got here? I feel like we don't have quite enough, did I? Let's see. See, this is why I should have marked it, because I feel like I've done something wrong here. Okay, so I can do two 13s. Oh, I see what we're doing. All right, so 13 by 10 is going to fit this way. So we're going to go 13 this direction and then 10 this direction. See, you're catching me. I haven't made this one before. Usually I try and make a bag before I show you how to do it. So this is completely new for me today. I have not made this one before. And so, all right, so we'll go to the 13 line. There we go. In fact, I'll go slightly over and then we'll trim it from the other end. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now we have 13 wide, but we still need to cut it down to 10 inches so that we have two 10-inch by 13. I'm going to just double check. Yep, 13 by 10. All right, so here's our 10 line. All right. We've got, those are our pockets. So that's perfect. And then we were going to go ahead and cut our pieces for the tassel so that we don't forget that. Well, so I don't forget it. So for the tassel, we need a 3-inch by 6-inch piece. And so I think I'm going to wait to cut this. And the reason being is another lady who works here, her name is Deb, she showed me a way to do tassels where you basically clip it on, you take your extra end that you don't want to cut and you tape it underneath, I think, and then you cut at 1/2-inch marks, I think, but I want to double check with her how she did it and then I'll cut. So I want to keep my piece as big as possible so that depending on what she tells me, we may need a little extra for wrapping around. But anyway, it'll be kind of fun. We can learn a new technique. So I don't know if you've done them before, but I do want to try it that way and see. So we'll keep that. All right, so the next step we're going to do is cut our fleece and our heavy stabilizer. So where did I set them? Here they are. right next to me. So what I'm using is what they had said was the heavy duty fusible fleece. So we've got that. We're going to need 2 pieces, 21 by 15 3/4. I love how someone said, just wing it. Thank you. I do feel like I'm doing that today a little bit. So here we go. All right. 21 by 15. I'm going to take this off here.
This is the single side fusible.
Yes, so it's
Yeah.
single-sided heavyweight fusible fleece. Are you putting it in the bubble for them?
What? Yeah, why not?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yes, because we didn't do, for the kit, we did not do the fusible fleece or the heavy piece for the bottom. Because I thought a lot of you already have supplies that you buy in bulk, and I didn't want to make the kit have that cost in there if you didn't need it. So, all right. So this is 24 wide, so we're going to go, we need 21 by 15, 15 3/4. This is where you're really seeing how I sew at home, because at home I double check myself multiple times as I go along to make sure I've really got my head wrapped around what I'm cutting. So, all right, so 21. So we'll just turn it this way. This side seats up a little straighter. Okay. And this side was just off by a little bit, so we're going to just clean up that edge. All right. Oh, we needed to do that 2 times, so let's do that again real quick. I could have folded it in half. I wasn't. All right.
I feel like we need dramatic music.
Do we? I like it. Can you play that? So PJ said we need, well, you know, he has his mic on, so you probably heard him.
Yep.
We need dramatic music. So. Or maybe
You know,
some
that's-
Christmas
that's-
carols playing. In,
That's a hard one, because on YouTube you get strikes if you use copywritten music.
oh, really?
So maybe we'll look into.
So maybe we shouldn't do that.
Yeah, we don't want to get struck. We're so close to being able to sell on YouTube.
Let's maybe behave ourselves.
Yeah.
I don't want to be the cause of there being a problem. I kind of like what I do here. So, all right, so we're going to go ahead and we need 21 inches. So I'm going to go to 10.5 since we're on the fold. Just make sure we're all lined up. Perfect. Alrighty, so now we have those 2 big pieces. Oh, well, that one is much bigger. I thought it looked bigger. So let's trim this guy down. I think I just cleaned it up and didn't actually take it down to the 21 inches. So let's do that. We want to go to 10.5. Alrighty. So now we have 15 3/4 by 21, 2 times for that. So that's our fleece. So there's all our fun stuff. And then our heavy stabilizer. So the heavy stabilizer we'll have available for you today too. So we have it in a package. It's 20 inches by 36 inches. It's Bosal, the Craftex single-sided fusible. And it is nice and firm, so it gives the base of the bag that the stability. And so go ahead and open this up. Now you may have either this product or something similar to it at home. And so I know I personally have a bolt of something similar to it at home that I use. All right, so this one, what we're gonna need is 14.5 by 4.25. So go this way, do our 4.25. Actually, we might be able to do that. There's 14.5. This ruler is 4.5, so that makes it easy. So we said 14.5, so we'll go down just a smidge. There we go. So again, I'm just going nice and slow. The ruler I have tends to slide around a little bit, so there we go. Now we have the base of our bag. So look how many bags you could make with just one little package. So, all right, put that up there. So I believe that concludes our cutting. So webbing. So webbing, you'll need, let's see, in total, 6 inches plus 48, so 54 inches. So 1.5 yards of 1.5 inch strapping is what the pattern calls for. And so that's this. And I just realized we didn't pull out the 1.5 inch strapping. So I'll make sure next week we have that strapping for you. I'm actually hoping to get a couple options. I was doing some shopping this weekend with you guys in mind as far as some new strappings. So maybe even in the comments, if you could let me know. I saw a lot of things that were solid color, and then I saw some that were patterned. So Sally Tomato has some pattern ones that we could probably bring in. But then I saw a number of solid ones as well. So I would love to hear what you think. If you would like to see us bring in those solids, or if you're like, you know what, I really want some fun ones. And so, anyway, let me know. And like I said, I'll make sure we have that available for you next week. But if you have some ideas of things that you would like to see, I'll definitely look into that and see if I can get some of that in for us for next week too. And so, and I know we're getting close to Christmas, so it's, there's a lot going on, and but anyway, if you have some ideas of what you'd like to see, let me know, and we'll try and accommodate. So, all right, I don't know how long we've been on as far as if we want to stop at cutting today or if we want to.
Well, it's 12:53. It's almost 1.
Okay.
You know, Gloria's on at 3.
Is she okay? So I think PJ's basically telling me I need to wrap up this portion at least.
This is going to be exciting.
And
yeah, and let's see, Lori, we're so close to being able to sell on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Looks like we need about 1,000 more hours of view time.
So PJ's very excited. He's talking tech stuff and watching YouTube. And so if any of you just want to throw YouTube on and let it play in the background, I think that counts as our hours. So I think that's what PJ's asking you for Christmas is more hours on YouTube.
Yes, more hours and
so if you want to give PJ something for Christmas, it's really simple. Just watch Gloria Horn on YouTube. So I think it's Gloria Horn. What is it? Sewing
videos.
Sewing Videos is the website. We have an old one that was Sewing Studios, but that one is not the functioning one. And so, all right. So I have this back in here. So I guess we're going to go ahead and show you some products. We have the whole collection of the fabric line that we're using for the kits for this. Or I shouldn't say we have the whole thing, but we have a number of fabrics from that collection. I'm going to just move these over here because I would hate to lose pieces and then not be able to finish our bag next week or work on our bag next week. I think we're going to probably have 2 more weeks. I think this is going to be kind of our ending December going into the holiday project. And so, all right, what would you like to do first?
I think the fabric kits.
You want to do the fabric kits first?
Yeah.
We did them in the beginning. you want to do them again?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So we're going to go ahead and do the fabric kits first. So we'll start off with the one that we didn't vote for, but is still a stunning project. So this one has the pink swirl lining. It has the, I don't know what to call this color. It's kind of like a berry color zipper with it. It has the gray leather and then the, oh, that is noisy, that cellophane. It has the rose gold hardware and then this gorgeous, gorgeous fabric. And so I feel like I've kind of buried everything. So there we go. So that is kit number 1, I guess.
Called it Blooms and Waves.
Blooms and waves. So we've got
Yeah.
all the blooms and then we have the waves. So just a gorgeous, gorgeous bag. And it's such a big bag. It really is nice that it's going to show off that pattern. So if you kind of envision this fabric on this bag, it's just, it's gorgeous. So I really like that a lot.
Yeah. That's
So again, you'll get a zipper for it, a minimum 24-inch for the kit. You'll get, it's a 10-inch piece of the faux leather, and so that does the base of it and the handle. And then you'll get the lining, which is 3/4 of a yard, and then a 1/2 yard of the feature fabric for the exterior. And then the hardware kit comes with 2 swivel hooks, 2 D-rings, and then a slider. And it's 1.5 inch, so it'll accommodate the strapping that we're going to provide next week, or have available. Excuse me. And so, all right, so that is that kit. So Bloom and Wave. All right. And then this is a little bit of a mess because it's what we're working on today. So here's the other kit. What do you think? Just makes you want to purchase it, doesn't it? So so this one, I don't know what it's called. I can't see on there, but it has the gorgeous purple fabric. And then for the lining, it has this beautiful blue shiny fabric.
Somebody must have taken
And
it
then
down.
we have this kind of deep purple zipper. We have the navy faux leather, which is so pretty with this. And then I'm struggling to find the hardware. There it is. And then the hardware I picked for this one is the nickel. And so again, you'll get a 1/2 yard of the feature fabric, 3/4 yards of the shimmery 10 inches by 25 inches of the faux leather, and then you'll get a zipper to go along with that. And so, yeah, so there's that kit.
That's a great combo.
It is a great combo, isn't it? Is that what someone said, or they just...
I said that. Gorgeous.
Oh, look, Lori's going to watch YouTube just for you.
Yes. And
Thanks,
have
Lori.
your-
PJ's very excited.
have the app in your hand and the YouTube on the screen. That way you can
You can
purchase easily.
you can do the app and YouTube. So
Yep.
you should see how big his smile is right now. He's so excited. All right, so there's that kit. All right, I'm gonna lose my pieces. So there we go. All right, what are we gonna show
Do you want to
them
just
next?
look at the fabric by
Sure,
itself?
let's do the fabrics.
The individual.
So we have the fabrics available for you individually or independently. So by the yard.
Let's just start right at the top.
Okay.
Is that good right there?
Yeah, do you want me to kind of lay them out so that you can do whatever magic you do to make them look gorgeous? So here's the first one. And it's really pretty. It's got these bright colors in it. There's a little bit of gray, green, yellow. I think it's showing up pretty nicely
looks
on
like
the screen. I'm
painting
like,
or
sometimes if we put a hand in there, it helps. That's why I'm kind of laying my hand in there. But yeah, it looks kind of like a watercolor. It's just really a pretty fabric. And so,
Excellent.
anyway, it's called, it's Wildflowers. I think is what this one is called. And again, it goes from like the charcoals all the way up into the brights. And so lots of great colors in there. And so. Okay, this next one, this reminds me, I mean, different colorway, but a little bit of Morning Blossom that we used last year for so many bags with the chrysanthemums. And so this is these pinks and purples and a little bit of like a coral color and white. So just a really pretty fabric. I feel like I'm trying to see like on the screen if it's showing up. It's hard because I see it on the phone and it looks brighter than it is, and I see it on the screen over there and it doesn't look as bright. Oh, wow.
Yes.
Look at that. That's gorgeous.
It is. It is.
Oh, someone says they've got both the app and YouTube running. Thank you, Joan.
There we go.
That's wonderful.
Thank you.
PJ says thank you too. So, all right. So I'm not sure what this one was called, but just a beautiful, beautiful fabric. PJ knows all the
Blooms.
names. What's it called?
Blooms.
This one's called Blooms. Okay. So Blooms.
Yeah.
And then we have this one. So same print, so to speak, but different colorway. So this one has got the lavenders in it, but then it also has the yellows and the oranges. It kind of goes into these deep coral pink color. So just, again, these are just such beautiful florals. So if you like florals, these ones are really great. So PJ's giving a
good.
weird look over there.
No,
You're good?
yeah,
Okay, he's good.
I'm good.
All right, so anyway, really pretty, pretty fabrics. So these are made by Hoffman. I forgot to mention that before. Really nice fabrics. All right, and this is let's see.
Spring wildflowers.
Spring Wildflower. So is this the one we used for the, this is not the,
I think the next one
Kit.
is.
okay. So
Right.
this is slightly different than the one that we used for the kit. I'm gonna put them next to each other so they can see the difference. So the one we're doing for the kit is a little more, it looks like it's a little more purple. Yeah. Yeah, it is. So it's got a little more purple to it, but very similar. In fact, I feel like they look the same.
Very similar,
Yeah.
but they are different.
Okay. PJ swears they're different.
Mm-hmm.
When I brought them both down, so. So anyway, like I said, this one definitely has more purple. So I'm trying to, there we go. You kind of see them next to each other. So this one that we're showing first, it has more of those yellows and oranges. It still has the lavender in it and the greens, but a little more vibrant. And so,
Awesome.
all right, and then we'll go to the one, this is the one we have the kit for, is this one that has a little more purples. I think I must have been in a purple mood today. So hopefully you guys like purple. So anyway, here's that purple fabric. Again, it still has all those other colors. It just kind of puts a stronger vibe on the, or stronger feel of the purple. And the other has a little more of the brightness to it. PJ's playing, I think, over there.
You can kind of see the texture sometimes of the
Yeah, it's true.
fabric.
Because you can kind of see almost like a brush stroke in there. It's just, it's really beautiful. And so,
But it's nice you're able to hand it a little bit so they can get an idea of what it feels like or what it might feel like.
yeah.
Yeah.
I know I'm always rubbing the fabrics.
Mhm.
All right, we'll get these put over here. And then the last one is the purple that we're using. So let me get this pulled away and we'll set this up. So you've been looking at this one, but here you go. Look at it a little more. So it ranges from light lavenders in here and this pink. It goes all the way up into these really kind of more of a vibrant blue, but there's just touches of it. So it doesn't really, it's not too bold, but at the same time, it's just gorgeous. And there's so much texture to this fabric as far as the colors moving around and how they look. So just really pretty. All right.
And
so
I guess
that's what we have of this collection.
Mm-hmm. And then we also have like the wave texture that you used in your kit and cotton shot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean,
So
Do
PJ
you
put
wanna
the
just-
lining fabrics. I wasn't going to do that, but we could.
okay. We don't have to.
Okay.
We do not have to because they can pick their own lining, I think. And
Yeah. Do you want to do the bozels or the zippers?
sure.
or all the Sally. We've got all the Sally tomato patterns for you. I think PJ put them in.
Patterns would be good.
You want to do patterns
Yeah, why
next?
don't we-
Okay. So if you want to do this project with me, you'll want the pattern. So this is again called the Aurora. It's a nice big tote, 15 1/4 wide, 15 high, 5 inches deep. So nice and deep. It says slouchy, this is the features, slouchy sides, inside slip pockets, zipper closure, boxed bottom, shoulder straps, and adjustable straps. So I'll set that there because I think PJ likes to zoom in. It kind of keeps it a little neater than when we try and hold it. We tend to wiggle around a little bit and it's not as clear. So again, that is the Aurora. So that's the bag we'll be making over the next couple of weeks. So, all right.
Okay.
Ready? So then this bag is the Scarlet. So I was going to say I can show you. So this is the Scarlet in action. So I've got it on. It has a little tassel. It's the one with the magnetic closure like this, and the shorter shoulder bags with the little circles. And there is actually hardware specifically made for the Scarlet. So I didn't think to have PJ put it in our list of products today, but we had them in, I believe, last week. So you could certainly find that on there if you want to add that to your purchases. So that is the Scarlet bag. All right. Ginger is what came up next. Let me grab the sample. It's kind of fun having samples from Sally Tomato so we can just see, we can show you. So when you look at the, so here's the bag here. It's the one with the flap top, nice open, and then it has a zipper pocket in the front. It's also the one that she used like darts on the front and the back panels to give it a little bit of depth. So it's fun to see the difference, like the polka dots of the pattern versus the fabric that she used for the sample in the trunk show. So, all right, we've got Dorothy, and actually I think, if I remember right, the trunk show bag is exactly the same. So there we go. So that is the Dorothy. And so cute little zipper. Let's see, I can tell you about it. It is, it has darts in the bottom, just like the Ginger bag did. Top is zipper closure, interior slip pocket, although there was not a slip pocket in this one, I don't think. Let me double check. Now I feel like I maybe missed it. No, there's no pockets. But the pattern apparently comes with a pocket in it, and the pocket has card slots. So they actually have, it sounds like some sort of card slot part of the pattern. Detachable wrist strap and tassel. So again, that is called the Dorothy. So, poor PJ, I'm like moving stuff
You're
around.
Good. You're good.
Excuse me. Oh, these are not part of the trunk show. This is Lucky Penny. So this is a fun one because there's various ways to do this one. There's that, and here's the one that I had done for the shop. And so we open it. There you go. And as far as dimensions on this, 7.5 inches wide and 3 inches high when it's all folded up. And so again, that is the Lucky Penny. All right. And then we have the Kelly bag, which Gloria made a sample for us. Actually looks pretty similar to the one they did there. They did kind of the similar quilting, just without all the pretty shimmer. So again, that is called Kelly. Let me move that down. And we do have hardware for this as well. And so that is Kelly. Again, this is one of the easy bags, the all beginner friendly bags, I should say. All right.
Okay.
Here we go.
What else you got?
We have the Sophie bag. So the Sophie bag is this one. Here we go. We've got so many choices for Sophie. I'm going to grab another cough drop because I can feel the tickle coming back. So I'm very grateful to Natalia right now. Okay, so you can kind of see that is, again, called Sophie. And you can see it in all kinds of different. Inside is little pockets. So you can put keys, your like a credit card or debit card, little cash in there or something like that.
And that's the silver crocodile.
This is the silver crocodile. How cute is this? It looks good in a teeny tiny bag or a ginormous travel bag. So, I just realized I need to. And again, this was part of that, the Brooklyn bag pattern from Swoon. So if you have that pattern and you made the smaller bag, this is what the big one is like. So, all right. But again, on that one, we don't have the paper product anymore, the paper pattern. All right, so I'm going to put this over with Sally tomato samples and not mine, or I'm going to get it mixed up. All right. Oops. I just touched the machine and it was making noise. So, all right, so those are the patterns. There's a couple other patterns here. Did you put these ones in, PJ?
I did.
Okay, so there's a couple more patterns we just happen to have. So I thought, well, let's show them to you. So one is the Ferris. So it's basically a fanny pack, or you could wear it as a crossbody. But it's a really cute. It has a zipper across the top, and then it also has a zipper pocket in the front. She uses the round hardware for connecting it. There is a Ferris hardware kit, however, we don't have it currently, so if it's something you want, just kind of let us know and we can certainly look into that. I was going to tell you the sizes. Oh, actually, it comes in 3 sizes. That's cool. So a small is 12 inches wide, 5 inches high. A medium is 15 inches wide, 7 inches high, and a large is 19 inches wide by 9 inches high. So that's big, 19 by 9. Wow. So anyway, there's some various sizes. I'm guessing that 19 includes the little tabs on the side too, but I could be wrong. I haven't made this one before. So, all right. So again, that's the Ferris. And then I've made this one before, although we didn't do it as a class. So this one is called Carry, and it's like a little baguette bag. It goes across the shoulder, so you can see on the picture here. Oh, actually, I'll set it down. This works better. So you can see Jess is wearing it here, and it's over her shoulder. It's about this big. It's 10 3/4 inches wide, 6 inches high, and 2 1/4 inches deep. It's a really cute little bag. Zipper pocket inside, and then just a flap closure. I'll show you on here. They have these really nice big clasps that I do believe we have, but I didn't think to have PJ put it in the bubble or anything. So you may have to look back on another class, or I can bring it in next week for you guys if you would like. And so,
yeah, next
if you're
week.
interested, just if there's things that you're like, hey, I'm interested in that, just put it in the comments, because I do go back and watch the show later and read your comments, so that if there's things that you need or want, I try and address those at the next class, or at least incorporate it in the next class. I may not call you out specifically and say, hey, Marilyn, you know what? You commented on here and said this would be great to take to the gym. So, sorry, I'm looking at your comments right now. So I'm not going to do that, but I will at least try and incorporate your comments so that it helps us provide what you want. So anyway, this one is called the Carry. And so, all right. Oh, so we're going to do zippers. I know we've shown you zippers before, but since we're doing a bag with zippers, I thought it would be nice to show you. And so depending on which kit you're getting, some of these have some really fun zippers in there. So this first one is called Upbeat Style, which I thought would be a fun one. I'm going to grab the fabric because look, it has purples in there. It has the blue with the stripes, and then it has just a regular blue. Any of those would be really fun with it. And so, but these all come with, this is a yard of zipper tape for each color, and then it comes with, I think it's 15, yeah, 15 zipper pulls. So this one comes with 3 nickel lightning bolt pulls, 3 nickel bottle opener pulls, 3 rose gold lightning bolt pulls, 3 rose gold bottle opener pulls, and 3 gold bottle opener pulls. So That's kind of, if you can see that through there, what that one is. And so, and again, this one is called Upbeat Style. So, all right, the next one is Elevated Everyday. And this one, well, I guess both of them would go with the purple before, but I thought this fabric was kind of pretty with the pinks. With that pink in there, or the gray is really nice with this one, and especially because we're matching it with that gray, the gray faux leather. I thought that was a nice combo. And so, very pretty. So again, that one is called Elevated Everyday. The zipper pulls on this one are antique necktie pull. It's so cute. It actually looks like a little necktie. An antique circle pull, a nickel necktie pull, a nickel circle pull, and a gunmetal circle pull. So set that there. I think there's a little silver or nickel, excuse me, necktie right there in the corner if you want to see that. So just really nice sets. And so, and again, I know we've shown these quite a bit to you since we came back from market, but in case you kind of were passing on them because you weren't really going to do a zipper bag, but now you want to do this zipper bag, there might be zippers in here you like. So the next one is called Preppy. And so this is another fun one. It would go with a lot of the things we're looking at. I noticed a comment asking what bag we were doing next, so I thought I would pull this out while we're talking. So this is the bag we're doing next, and it's called Aurora. So it's a big zippered tote with fusible fleece in it. So, and it's a Sally Tomato, one of the beginner friendlies. So anyway, this is the Preppy. As far as our zipper pulls, this is one of my favorites because it has tassel zipper pulls. And so it comes with 3 nickel heart pulls, 3 gold heart pulls, excuse me, 3 antique tassel cap pulls, 3 gunmetal tassel cap pulls, and 3 gunmetal heart pulls. So I just think those are so fun to have the little tassel pulls. And so anyway, so that again, I believe is called Preppy. Yes, Preppy. All right, this is the fancy one coming up. So this one is called Cosmos. So it has this metallic gold, metallic silver, and then it has the black and white stripe, regular black, and then the gray. So just kind of makes me think it's kind of glitzy. The next one's a little glitzy too. But so this one, as far as the zipper pulls, we have 3 oval rose gold pulls, 3 texture rose gold pulls, 3 oval three oval gunmetal pulls, 3 texture gunmetal pulls, and 3 gold rectangle pulls. So that kind of shows you those.
Awesome.
All right. The next one is called Vintage Modern, and just really classic colors, as far as very neutral, but then even a little shimmer in there. You got the shimmery gold with the antique. So this one for pulls has a gunmetal key pull, so it actually looks like a little antique key, gunmetal rounded rectangle pull, nickel rounded rectangle pull, an antique key pull, and an antique sewing machine pull. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh my gosh, where is it? There it is. Okay, I have to pull it out and show you. You've probably already seen it, but I haven't seen it in a while and I forgot about it. Okay, here he is. Oh, I'll put him on top. Look how cute it is. Is it showing up or should I move it away from the lid? Oh, there it goes. So cute. I don't know why I like it so much, but I do. All right, so I'll move on. All right, so that again was the Vintage Modern, and you get a yard of each one, so 5 yards of zipper tape and 15 zipper pulls. 3 of which in this one are little sewing machines. So, all right, we're almost done, guys. So just a little bit more. So if you do need some more supplies, we have those available. So we have the Craftex single-sided fusible plus. So this is that really firm product that we're using for the bottom of the bag to give it more stability. And so it is a 20-inch by 36-inch fusible on one side, I believe. Yes, single-sided. So just a really nice product to use. It gives you a little pattern in here as well for these little collect all bags or collect all bins. So anyway, it's really nice to have if you don't already have it in your supplies. So, and then next, I did 2 different foams for you. So what we had in stock, this one is a sew-in stabilizer, and it's a half a yard, so, but it's 18 inches by 58. So it's quite large, plenty big enough to make the bag. If you remember, we were cutting 15 3/4 by 21. So you would be able to get all of that out of this one package and then have a little bit left over. And so anyway, again, this is non-fusible. It's sew-in style. If you want fusible, I have an option for you coming up next. So again, half a yard, 18 inches by 58. All right, and then the fusible, so I believe this is single-sided. Let's see. Let me double check that. Oh, no, double-sided fusible. So this is a double-sided fusible, and it's a full yard. So it's 36 inches by 58. Oh,
yeah, I don't think I have the right one.
Oh.
Let me.
Okay, hold on. Don't buy that one yet. PJ's going to switch it. He didn't have the right thing in the bubble, and I want to make sure.
Yeah.
Because I purposely picked certain ones from our shipping department because I wanted to make sure we had quite a few in stock so that we could get them out to you right away.
Okay. Let me
And
see
so
if I
he's
can
going to
do
switch
real
it.
quick.
Let's see.
We can come back to it.
You want to come back to that one here?
Yeah.
Okay. You want me to do the hardware for the Kelly bag, or did you already
Sure.
put it in?
I did not. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, you can talk about that.
Okay, so we're going to switch gears while Tommy, or I keep wanting to call you Tommy. I'm so sorry, PJ.
It's okay.
So while PJ's switching that out, so we've got, for the Kelly bag, that's the bag that Gloria has been working on as a wedding gift. So that's this bag here. It has this hardware, so it has the chain, and then it has 2 little D-rings inside. And so you'll get a 47-inch chain bag, as well as it comes with 4 half-inch nickel D-rings. Right? They come together, don't they? Or no? Are they separate?
We were thinking about that. It's like 1 chain and 4 D-links. You know, what you would need is 2 chains if you had 4 D-rings, right? So we're doing
Are you selling them separately?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Sorry, guys. I thought sometimes I get confused. So anyway, the first item on there is, move that out of the way, is the chain. So you can see it on the bag. It's very cute. And it's easy to install. It just has a little clip on it, so you can take it on and off. So here it's off. You can see the end of it.
Which one is the one that I missed? This one?
This one, yeah. So again, that's 47 inches long, so nice and long. And here we go. So let me show you. This is the length, so it kind of hits right about there on me. And so just really cute. And the bag is really adorable. And so, like I said, it's just a little cinch sack. It has a nice cute lining in there. And so I think she might have even done kits. I could be wrong, but if you look at yesterday's show that she did, I believe that's when she had some little kits that she was doing. And so.
You know what? I think they just changed the picture, and that's what threw me off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
That's okay. All right, so, and then the D-rings. You want to do the D-rings really quick? Mm-hmm. So if you also need the D-rings, we have the half-inch D-rings, so it's a set of 4 available for you as well. And so.
Yep. And those ones, they can go and pick the color.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there'll be various colors. What I have here is just the nickel, because that's what happened to be up here in the studio.
Let's do a close-up
So.
of it. So
Okay.
we can see. Yeah, there we go. Perfect.
There you go.
Fantastic.
All right. Yep. So I can see some people you're able to pick your colors on there. I'm seeing you do it. So wonderful. I'm glad that's working. All right.
Basting tape?
Oh, you know what? I might have some in here. Oh, I have Steam-A-Seam. So we, in the bubble is basting tape, and we'll be using that in a couple. Well, it's a supply you may have on hand already. If not, it's really nice to have for attaching. So let me.
This is the by Annie's.
Yeah,
basic tape.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's things like when we go to put the straps on, it's really nice to be able to put the basting tape on so that it marks where you want to go, and it holds it in place while you stitch. Because otherwise, this can be really hard to attach, especially a faux leather, because it's you don't want to pin it and put holes in it, and it moves around. So we do have basting tape in the bubble. We just we realized we needed it for the pattern just as we were going on air, and so I was like, oh, let's just put it in there. So we'll have it live for you next week, but for this week, just know that if you would like that, we do have it available for you. And so
Okay,
and we're going to go back to the Bozal, right? Okay, so this is the double-sided fusible Bozal, 36 by 58. And so the bubble is correct now, it just has a different picture. And so I think, is the bubble up?
I'm trying.
Okay, he's working on it.
Where did
I'm
it go?
pressuring him.
It's like I just saw it. There. Yeah, so this just has a different image.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, so there we go. Now it's in the bubble. So if you do need some of this for your supply, we've got it here. And so we'll get you taken care of. All right. Anything else, or are we done?
Why don't we find all the colors we have of the zippers and we'll show them next
That's all we
time.
had right now, but
Yeah. I mean, we can throw these in right now. It's 1:30, so
okay.
we're fine.
All right. So this is what PJ handed me. What do you think, guys? So we're gonna, we do have some zippers where you can get 2 zippers for a special price. I don't even know what the price is. I just know that there's a little package for it. So they're 30-inch zippers, although it looks like I grabbed one of a different size.
So I believe these are packaged individually.
Are these ones are individual?
Yeah, let me check. Let me double check that.
All right. Technical difficulty as we check the pricing on it for you, or the right item. But I'll show you the colors we have. So I have white currently available, and I have navy, and I have an off-white, and then I have this blue that I can't remember the official name of it, but it's this really pretty blue. It's a darker blue, but it's definitely not navy. So it's just a really pretty blue. So those are the ones we have. Oops, that one's going away. And these are double head zippers.
Yeah,
And they really want to go off the table.
So how we have them entered is individually, and they're
okay.
$7.99 a piece.
I don't think that's the right one then.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
These are the correct zippers. These are 30-inch from
Yeah.
YKK, I think.
Okay.
Is the company who makes them.
Mm-hmm.
But these ones are packaged individually. So if you want 2, maybe we could have that
Okay,
ready.
so I think we need to work on this a little bit.
Yeah.
So ignore these loose zippers for this week, and we'll make sure you're taken care of for next week. I apologize. I thought we had a set of 2, but I don't know what I was thinking of. It might have been shorter zippers or something. These ones were.
They're
on
nice zippers, though.
Okay, so we'll figure it out.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. All right, guys. Well, I think that's it for me today. So I appreciate you being here. I know like the holidays are crazy and we're all getting into that mad rush. So I appreciate you taking the time to be here, and look forward to seeing you next week. Also, I think at 3 o'clock, Gloria is going to be up here. I'm not sure what she's doing exactly, but she'll be here to do something amazing and incredible to inspire all of us. So again, thank you, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.